What's up, everybody? Hopefully, everybody is doing amazing. Everybody is doing great. It's another opportunity, of course. We're here doing what we love, of course, and trying to get better and better every day. So it is on a Tuesday, and it was a nice day. Good opportunity for me to see where I'm going wrong or some of my mistakes, of course. And today, of course, as usual, I got my lesson, and that's what I want to share. It's either so my lesson or my video today will be focusing on was I wrong or did I rush into the trade that I took. So this is the thing that I will be trying to determine whether I was in a rush or it was a good trade or it was a good loss, right? We have a good loss and a bad loss. So that's what I'm going to determine. Was it a good loss or was it a bad loss that was bring about by rushing, or what was it? So yeah, before we get started, I would like to request that guys, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so that we may grow together as we journal all day every day. So I was looking at both Euro USD as well as GPP USD, and as we can see, GPP USD as the TP hasn't really been hit. Let's see over here, not yet. But if I could have taken, if I was, I could have taken because I will be talking about this trade. Yeah, let's go back to Euro USD. So let's get cracking. Over the weekend, what I had analyzed is I wanted to see this market retrace lower. So then from this level, this 1 hour order block, as I have labeled it over here, this 1 hour order block, this was my key level. I wanted to see market dip into it, and then later on look for buying opportunity. And I really never wanted to trade on Monday. Why? Because as we know, the weekly candle formation. So let's have these. We have, maybe we are expecting a bullish week. So as for me, this is the color for a bullish week. And definitely what happens is, mostly on Monday, what happens, we have this manipulation lower. So from that midpoint, we are expecting a movement lower, which will create the low of the week. Remember, this is the weekly candle I'm talking about. So what happens usually on Monday, we have a week right below the open. So we have a Monday open here, then we see during the New York or London session of during Monday, we can see this retracement, which usually forms the low of the week. This can happen on Monday or on Tuesday, right? If you are in a bullish, or if we are anticipating a bullish week, so we can anticipate to see this movement lower maybe during Monday or Tuesday. So if I'm bullish, as you've seen from my previous lessons, is I do not want to engage in markets that are against my bias. Yes, I might have an opportunity to be shorting, but I don't want to be shorting, because with the experience that I've gotten with the few examples I've tried to short inside a bull market, I've been usually fucked off. Like, yeah, I'm taken out, and then the shit happens as I wanted. So I don't want to engage mostly on Mondays, whereby I'm expecting to see this kind of movement lower, but I will wait for a perfect opportunity for me to catch this expansion higher, which then we can expect maybe on Thursday we might create a high, yeah, over there. So we might see maybe on Thursday the market reach here, then on Friday we have these TGIF, to those who know ICT, thank God it's Friday, we may see a retracement to maybe 0.2 or 0.3% of these whole body or this whole candle. Yeah, so since we are in a bullish week, on Mondays I don't want to trade. That's why I didn't do a video, because I wasn't at the charts completely to maybe get greedy to enter into trade, so I never watched the charts. But today, since it was on Tuesday, we had CPI. Then I looked into the chart, and you can see from my chart over here is we have a single trade that our SL was hit, and one that is currently running in profit. So without any further ado, with this analogy over here, I will be discussing it now fully into the charts. Now let's get started. So what happened is on Monday, because let me draw these lines to distinguish Monday. Monday opened at midnight there. So this is Monday to the end of Monday, which is Tuesday midnight over there. So you can see Monday, what happened is we had this Sunday consolidation, then we consolidated kind of a bit, then we retraced lower. I had this key level I have been watching, or I was watching today, and we had that daily fair value gap, as well as this 1 hour order block, which were my two levels from which I was really anticipating to look for buying opportunities from. So what happened is on Monday we retraced into this daily fair value gap, but you can see we had no reaction into this 1 hour order block, which to me was was my major key level, other than this daily fair value gap. So I wanted to see a market deeper into this, but that didn't happen. What we saw is we have this retracement higher. So what happened is we had a retracement until today on Tuesday, whereby we had a consolidation. Then you can see how the market moved lower, and we had these 4 hour order block. Let me rush to the higher time frame so that I may show you what I've been talking about. So here is the 4 hour, here is the daily fair value gap that I've labeled there. My chart is kind of dirty, but I beg you understand me, because I want to explain everything as I was seeing it while looking onto the chart. So this is the daily fair value gap. We have these candles high, which is around this level here, and these candles low, we have that daily fair value gap. Then inside the 4 hour time frame, what I saw is we had these 4 hour fair value gap over here. This 4 hour fair value gap, whereby I wanted to see it support price lower, and that's what happened. Is after the market dipped into this daily fair value gap, we saw this retracement. This candle violated this bearish fair value gap, but again later on we can see this candle respecting it by closing below this 4 hour fair value gap. So dropping lower into the 1 hour to show you what I meant by, let me get rid of these because it's making the charts look more nasty. So what I did see is the market retraced off this daily fair value gap, but we didn't react off this 1 hour order block, which to me is the last up close candle inside this, which can also be a breaker. So to me it's because we have this down close here as well as a bullish candle, so it's an order block that is paired with a breaker. So this was my key level from which I was anticipating to looking for buying opportunities. So what happened inside the 15 minutes time frame? I saw this reaction of lower, which I wanted during maybe London. I wanted to see market trace deeper. Then we have this continuation higher with the CPI going pushing prices higher, but that didn't happen. What I saw is after London played out bearish, then we saw this retracement higher into that 4-hour fair value gap. But what I saw is we had a clear sell side liquidity over here that was being that had been left, right? So to me, I wasn't really in a rush to be buying from this level, because I had noticed we have equal sell side liquidity below these two lows, which when I say this, it's usually a sweet spot for the market to retrace, because we have lots of liquidity below here. As well as below that, I saw we have this daily fair value gap, as well as we have this previous day's low, right, which was on Monday, a Monday low. So after I'd seen these, I really wanted to see market retrace lower, clear these liquidities, tap into these 1-hour order block, and also see that the previous day's low, which was the Monday low, had been taken. So I've labeled here, we have a PDL, which means a previous day low. So I wanted to see this PDL engaged, right? Let me make it red so that yeah. So I was watching on these PDL, the previous day low, to be engaged. Then I will look for buying opportunity. So what happened is CPI rallied lower, cleared this equal sell side liquidity, tapped into this daily fair value gap again, also tapped into this 1-hour order block, as well as clearing these previous day's low, right? So I didn't want to trade this because we know CPI to be a rapid move. If we go over here, it was a one candle, so it was so rapid that you couldn't catch it. But after I'd seen that, right, everything to me now has gone the way I wanted to see, right? The equal sell side liquidity, the tap into the one order block slash breaker, the clear of the Monday's low, and how the candle lost its strength. You can see it tapped into this order block and then closed bullish, right? So as I was watching the 5 minutes time frame, what I saw is this price action over here, right? I saw these we have these as played out. We have this candle closing above this 4-hour fair value gap, which I've been watching, from which I really wanted to see its support price or support price higher, right? So I took my trade, or I took the trade inside a 3 minutes was it a 1 minute fair value gap. So over here I decided we have this fair value gap that was created over here. We had this fair value gap, so as the market was retracing to this fair value gap, I took the trade. Then what happened? Immediately the market rallied lower, tapped me out, continued really bearish, back to the order block, back to the 1-hour order block. As you can see here, it rallied sharply again, past this daily fair value gap, past this 1-hour order block again, cleared the CPI low. You can see this low was taken. So after I'd seen that, and as I was watching now this price action over here inside the 5 minute, what I noticed is we have this rally created. We have this very bearish fair value gap, market rallied higher, dipped into rally lower, tapped into this fair value gap. Then I saw this bullish price action, and that closed above this swing high as well as above the midpoint of these fair value gap. So I saw this fair value gap, and that's where I decided to put in my entry then we can see how the market was in a bit of a drawdown, then later on how the market really or sharply pushed, but again it's consolidating. Our TP hasn't been hit yet, it's a 1 to 2, and the good thing is I'm currently just learning to place and analyze how these candles are forming. So this wasn't a real trade, or I don't lose any money, or I'm not in any profits, but I want to train myself. How will I be handling these kinds of situations, and how should I be reading this price action? So far so good. And to me, because I had a major question: was it a good trade, or was it that I was in a rush? So something I'm noticing is I had seen one thing I didn't observe was but I guess I did observe it, a clear market structure shift, whereby I considered this to be my market structure shift. Over here we have this swing high. Over here, candle number 1, candle number 2, candle number 3, we have this swing high, and I seen this candle closing above it. So I didn't see these highs, a candle closing above this high. So maybe was a bad loss, because I really didn't observe a candle closing above these swing highs, right? These highs. If I could have seen that, then this could be a good loss. But since I did, maybe I was in a rush for that. I could have waited for the next candle to close, then maybe look for a trade. So it was a bad loss, because I rushed into this because I had not observed a clear market structure shift, which is among my playbooks. So I didn't observe that, but for the second trade, I guess I did the right thing, and you can see how it played. If I was in this trade, then probably I could have taken out some of 80% out, then back to break even, and let the other trade play out, right? So that's what I saw for the Euro USD. And now let me go to the GBP USD. The same thing. I watched later on these GBP USD, and what I noticed is we had this clear of the previous day low. We had it early during London session. The previous day low was taken. We had this retracement higher, but I was thinking this to be the fake move, because Euro USD hadn't taken its low by this time. So then later on during this movement, that's when Euro USD cleared its low. But for GBP, it's the Monday low had already been cleared during the London session. Then CPI, you can see how it did play out. Then we had this retracement lower, and because Euro USD and GBP USD usually move the same, I was watching these, and what I noticed is this price action over here. We had this push of price higher, retracement lower that failed to take this low, and reacted off this order block over here. We rallied higher, created a market structure shift, as well as these bearish fair value gaps being violated by candle closing above the midpoint and also above it. So as the market was rallying higher, creating a market structure shift over here, we had this fair value gap, whereby I decided to take the trade. Wasn't it too much drawdown? Then you can see how the trade played out, and our TP is about to be hit, but as per now, I could have maybe taken out maybe 90% and letting the other part run. But that's how I did read these prices. For GBP has played out well, fantastic. But we are hoping to get maybe from tomorrow, maybe expecting an expansion higher, because Currently, I guess we are below the Monday opening price. So where did the Monday open? So Sunday. So this is the week open. I want to label the weekly open. Yeah, we have this weekly open, and maybe as from tomorrow we will be looking to capitalize maybe below here to look for an opportunity to be buying, maybe targeting what I'll be targeting inside for the GPP. We'll be targeting let me see, maybe this high over here, this weekly expansion, or the previous week. First, this will be our low hanging fruit. So our first target will be this low hanging fruit over there, right? So going to the 15 minutes, these highs, I'll be targeting these highs. So an opportunity to be buying from this level to these highs over here will be an ideal trade, targeting the previous week's high. Then we can check on what we can also target. So this is the weekly open. This is the weekly open, which is a good thing. So currently price is playing below the weekly opening price. Then we are expecting to see an expansion higher. So maybe tomorrow I'll be back again to talk about this. So thank you for watching this. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. So until next time guys, be safe. Bye bye.